Today we're playing Akshan and Pantheon. This is a standard deck and currently has a fantastic win rate on Runeterra.ar, so I thought to myself, why don't I try out Pantheon, because it has been a while since I played him. This deck is of course carried by Akshan on turn 2 into the Swining Glaive on turn 3, so you can generate a million lucky finds and just turbo that Akshan landmark and get incredible value. While at the same time you're also leveling up your Pantheon, who is the other win con of this deck. With cards like Sacrificial Scholar and Lunari Cultist, we never really run out of ways to activate Faded, which just lets us create some really big units as the game goes on. Also, using the grappling hook or the desert jewel on the Scholar is really good, because this deck can sometimes struggle with interaction, but by using those cards on the Scholar, that means that you get those points of interaction back into your hand when the Scholar dies. So the way that this deck worked for me, because like I said, it's been a while since I played Pantheon, so I kind of had to figure out the angles, but what you want to do is just play Akshan as early as possible and have him like kind of be the unit in the early and mid game that takes over and picks off your opponent's units, while at the same time you're going to start predicting with the landmark that procs for the first time, or the Forsaken Bakai, or you can draw some cards with the second landmark that Akshan makes, until eventually you find that Pantheon who can much more reliably win the game for you if you just happen to roll a keyword like elusive, which turns out is pretty good where you just want to kill the Nexus as fast as possible. So don't forget to heedless resurrect that like and subscribe button, and happy high rolling. I am not, I meme. Ah, fair enough. Could have fooled me, man.
Cast off your fear and stand as one.
Watch out for fluffed. We have a hush. Good poorer decks don't run fluffed, so I think we're good. What about me? Surely you thought I was Grandmaster, right? So Akshan goes to 6 with this, so we can just do that.
You cannot run from absolution.
Interesting. Let's take the Pill Cascade.
What was theirs is now ours.
Don't really love any of those that much.
In and out.
My first time Shyvana pocket pick is OP, dude. Okay, that your Shyvana actually did kind of pop off extremely hard. I will be honest. That was disgusting. AP Shyvana literally one-shotting. I could not believe my eyes. I think I'm gonna have to take tough so we don't die to the affectionate. Alright. Is it going to be the king? We can kill king. We're at 3. I should have done the Akshan still for the item, I guess. The lucky find. Whatever. No, the Akshan would have died to this Poro then, if I did that. Hey, give me Scout. Scout. Damn it.
You take one Yordle photo and suddenly geography means nothing.
Okay, so we can activate this, give our champion spell shield, I guess. Oh, never mind. Let's try again. Bro, these are so bad.
What's this? A new flock.
Ew. I should have just kept the impact at that point, so we can't roll impact from the level up. Quick attack, lifesteal, fearsome, augment, brash. Those are not good. At all. Those are bad. Do we give everything challenger? Or give everything vulnerable, rather? All feels pretty bad. Didn't matter, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna go for the Spell Shield. Because I think with Spell Shield and Pantheon being immune to freezes, he would just win the game every time. I play Blasphemous the next week, and now I'm playing Sea of Stars. I mean, I have been waiting for Sea of Stars to release for like months. But I'm having such a good time with it. You beat Sea of Stars yesterday? God damn. I'm not very far. I'm at the Spooky Island. What is that? Sea of Stars, I mean, it's a game on Steam. I would recommend just looking it up because it is, honestly, it's spectacular. It's a very good game. I've been playing the Bladder's Gate. Yeah, that boulder in that gate's been stuck for a while, huh? Man. That gate and those boulders. Who's gonna move them? Is it like a turn-based game? Yeah, it's like an RPG. Unfollowed. Understandable. Does this deck run Cosmic Youngling in this deck? In this deck, I did not include Cosmic Youngling in this deck, but instead I'm playing the Sacrificial Scholar in this deck. As a 3-of in this deck. Spooky Island? I mean, there's like different islands, and one of the zones is a spooky zone.
I do not break rules.
I bend them slightly.
In this deck.
Villains beware.
It honestly feels expensive for an RPG Maker game. An RPG Maker game, what does that mean? Spooky Island? I believe you mean the Shadow Island, Mr. Streamer. Yeah, that's what I mean, actually. Imagine double Samira spell. Dude, if they have Warning Shot into double Samira spell, I'll let them have it, man. Sea of Stars on Game Pass, that's how I played it. What would you rate the game? Out of 10. Just out of curiosity. I'm so tempted to block this. I'm gonna block it. So, Lazarus is gonna have a stroke because Akshan is his favorite champion, but not giving them a Plunder activation I think is just straight worth it. You rated an 8. Yeah, that's good, man. 8 is good. What is that 1/2 card? Sacrificial Scholar. Kind of a banger card.
May we bleed forever.
Nah, they're at 9. You know, it's not bad. This deck kind of slaps, man. I don't really play many Pantheon decks. This is a good one. I'll take Fearsome. Cool. That should work. Yeah, predicting into Akshan would have been good too, but I think Pantheon probably wins us the game. Double Pantheon is not bad, actually. Kind of depends on what they play. We have Hush. We have 2 silences. You mean Blasphemous 2? I've been playing Blasphemous 2 a ton right before it, right before Sea of Stars came out.
Today we say enough.
I need to play the Shield Vault no matter what to level Pantheon next turn. You play Blasphemous 2? Yeah, I did. It's, I beat 2 of the bosses. I'm doing this to level Pantheon next turn. I loved Blasphemous 1. Oh, hey, GG. Hey, we're kind of just steamrolling this game so far. It's not bad.
Today we stood firm and said no more.
I can't really keep the Siphoning Strike against freezes, even though I really like the card. The cast chains made this deck OP. I don't even know if I could call Heimer Jace OP, but it's just like, it's been the same thing for such a long time. I'm just tired of it, man. It's like, you're looking like you have a good game, you look like you have an angle to win, and then you run out of like removal because they drew their 4th champion. They drew removal with Reggie, which lost you another deny. And then they spam 4 like 7 attack and lose it. I don't think it's fun.
I don't need rules to know good from bad.
Removal and unit generation are usually pretty mutually exclusive, but the deck defies that logic. Yeah, it's also with, that's why Nora with stuff like Swain was also so frustrating, right?
Villains beware.
Like Nora control decks, Nora broadmain, I hated that. It's like Nora and Portals getting to just patch up that weakness that control decks used to have. Like I don't necessarily think that Heimer decks, like, and the fact they get units for playing removal is that big of a problem, because it's like it's somewhat limited in how it does it.
True power eclipses both day and
But
night.
aside from that, yeah, the Jace getting that spell to just win the game with elusives that are buffed up is not great. I do not love that.
I see the heavens of
That was a really good card.
burning in starfire.
Damn. Kind of used like a game winner. I don't think burner units should ever have elusive or open. I think that's, yeah. I think that's a pretty good take. Yeah. I kind of agree with that. Like, obviously it depends on what the deck does, but 6 ones? Like, I think that's a bit much.
You did one Yordle portal and suddenly geography means nothing.
This is justice.
Could be a freeze.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
I have nothing to say about that. Poor Balaam, man. Poor Balaam. He deserved better. Oh, man. He forgore.
Finders keepers.
Oh, that's so sad, actually. Poor guy, man. I want him to succeed. This is such a Giga Chad deck. It's like, when you see a Heimer Jace or Samira Fizz player do something like that, you're like, ha, idiot. But when a Balin Enjoyer does it, it's like, aw, poor soul. I wish things didn't have to be this way, you know? You wish that until your gems cost 2 mana. Yeah, this card does kind of suck against this. You know, whatever. Even if they forgot, why would they use it on Ballin anyway? I don't know, man. Like, they could have used it on the 0-4 because we had 4 health, but I did leave mana open for Guiding Touch, right? So it would have never worked. One was better to target to avoid buffs. I mean, there wasn't really anything that could have done it. We're not in Eternal, so even something like Troll Chant doesn't exist here. Arm Pantheon deck's dead. This is a deck that has one of the highest win rates currently on Runeterra AR. Oh, wait. In Standard, yes. This is one of the highest win rates in Standard.
Justice works fast.
I believe it's at, it was at 56% when I checked. I don't know what it's at right now, though. Isn't Cosmic Call broken in Standard? It's worse than in Eternal. Because the reason Cosmic Call is so good is because... Oh my god, I can't... Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm the idiot. It's actually me! I'm the idiot!
I'm awake. Must be some magic about. Right.
Oh. I can't block with that, right?
Hey,
It's all wrong. It's all wrong, chat. That's only that support attack. How the turns have tabled. Yes, that was a bit of an oopsie. That was definitely not how that's supposed to go. I tried Heimer Cosmic, and for some reason I just found myself playing more of traditional Heimer than relying on Targon cards. I know if it's hard finding a moment for Cosmic Call mostly. Yeah, that's fair, but I think that's a good thing, right? If you can just play traditional Heimer Jace, and then randomly find like a moment to play Cosmic, I think that's just how you win.
Gods, demons!
What do you think about Team Ionia being a 60% win rate deck and being 2.5% play rate? Yeah, pretty miserable. Because that's just elusive, and that's all it is. Not cool, man. I wish that wasn't the case. The deck sucks. So yeah, I think it's an awful deck. I don't know what it's beating currently. I don't know what the matchup tables are, but the deck does not look good. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with this because I want my stuff back. Just elusive drops. Okay, if you look at the Team Ionia deck, it is just elusives with no rallies, no stat buffs, nothing. Just elusives and a couple of burn spells. It's crazy, man. It's doing numbers. Like me on Twitter. Some people like fast games. That's why play Marvel Snap, man. If you like fast games, I don't know what to tell you. Apple, nah, thank you for the tier 1. So many mastery points on Galio. Damn. You either win or lose. It's often like that, Robomaster. But game ends turn 7. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You will know who wins or loses for sure at that point. I guess that's the beauty of the deck. It's not for me, though. Man, it would have been so nice to have that treasure, huh? What did I do? Man, I remember the first time I saw Team Ionia and thought, whoa, what are they doing with mushrooms in Ionia? Then I realized, I don't know about you, man, but when I'm playing mushrooms in Ionia,
Remember this.
It's because I'm playing Black Flame Teemo.
Why do you fight?
Alright, yeah, just give me my stuff back again, I guess. I will take some more pill cascades. I will take some value. Unfortunately, Kinku died for Kennen Sins. Yeah, they should have never printed Kennen. They should have never made a 0 cost or 1 cost Ionia champion. It should have happened. It should have. A 1-mana champion in Ionia just broke everything.
No more.
I kind of like Grappling Hook. Freljord is about making your stats big and board control through damage against both sides. Frostbite is just about controlling opponent's attack. That doesn't feel very Freljordian. I actually think it does. Like, what I like about that is that because you are playing in the region that gives big stats, you have like a way to Frostbite your units so you can actually use your big stats to always outstat your opponent. It's like playing into something that they're already good at. I think it's really clever. I'm actually a huge fan of that. For a second, I thought it was a YouTube and thought definitely a win.
You know how it is.
Yeah, YouTube Sunny would have won that. Definitely.
When we look ahead, we know how to prepare.
Didn't get the weapon.
See what I've learned?
Marshall always lets you win on YouTube. My editor is Shadoka, but yeah, Shadoka always lets me win. Shadoka's got my back. Marshall usually edits the videos that are extra uploads, like around expansions or patches. Actually, I really like using this here, so we can get it back later. Even if Akshan, like, turbos the Horde, this has to be the better play.
We must tell our stories, lest they be forgotten.
Wait, they had that? Why didn't they do that first when I was using the desert duel? There are no good flexible Froyo champs. I think I agree. There's no Akshan, Samir, Gwen going on there. There aren't good cards in Froyo like single combat, heavy metal, pill, cascade to play. I would have argued for Troll Chant, but rotated? Yes. Troll Chant would actually be an answer. Troll Chant is a good reason to go to Freljord. I would have argued for that too, but since it's rotated, yeah, that's not really the case, unfortunately. I bet an argument could be made for ramp cards that can go in many decks beyond Buried in Ice. It is getting hard to think about generally always good Freljord card. Yeah. No, I mean, I've thought about it a lot, and I build a lot of different decks. And unless I'm trying to do something very specific that needs a very specific card from Freljord, there is almost always just very little reason to actually go to that region. Kindly Tavern Keeper was actually another one. I agree. Yeah. They had 3 Scrying Sands? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Alright, dude. Okay. Yeah, you do you, man. What the hell? That's insane.
Everyone should have a grappling hook.
Bro, the best thing about using skins in this game is that the champion spell changes, so you don't accidentally use the wrong one. Quicksand is good. Delstones is also great for silence.
Yoink. This is just
Oh, at least we know they're not gonna have another one. I wonder if Freljord goes to stall route like Mage has in Hearthstone. Control decks lost stall. Yeah. Mage is like the stalling class with random cards. I think that would be fun. However, Freljord has got no card generation. They have no draw and no card generation. Like, they have stances from Udyr, and that's about it. It's pretty wild.
Look, I've made a breakthrough.
Nar's another one. Actually, you're right. Yeah, Nar has Poké Stick. You're right. I forgot about that one. Hordes of cards. Yeah, okay, so... Alright, let me rephrase. General Freljord cards that are supposed to be like generally good don't really have card generation. There are exceptions. Like there's Ingvar, there's Poros, you could even argue like Weapon Master, yeah. But they usually go in very specific archetypes. Was Lookout rotated? The Sentry? If you mean the Sentry, yes, that has been rotated.
If it ain't my favorite time travel.
So this is lack of strong flexibility why we still consider Freljord a weak region despite having quite a few T1, T2 decks for at least several months. Yeah, see, that's what I'm arguing too. I have a pretty hard time calling Freljord weak because they've had Jax Ornn, they've had Warden of the Tribes now, they've had Ash LeBlanc before that. I think Warden of the Tribes, unless it gets nerfed, is going to be a deck we see a lot of. So yeah, I have a hard time calling it weak right now, but if we're talking about like general flexibility in deck building and just tools that they have to make decks playable, yeah, there isn't much there. There isn't.
They feel death coming at the tip of my spear.
What if we get Vel'Koz and watch like Reach for Freya? Yeah, that'd be super awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty burned out on Runeterra champions. I don't like Runeterra champions that much anymore. I feel like they severely restrict deck building in a really like unpleasant way. Like this is coming from me as like somebody who has a career off of building stupid decks for YouTube, right? That is why I'm saying this. But yeah, generally, Runeterra champions give me very little actual cool decks. There are exceptions like Bard. I've built like a million Bard decks because big stats are funny. I haven't built that many Jin decks because he is not that satisfying in my opinion.
Beware. Cry war!
I like Eve. I think Eve is also a pretty funny champion. I don't like the deck building that much. Did we have elusive? Wait, I pulled wrong! Oh my god, what did I do? Dude, I wanted to pull this with... Wait, I actually just trolled. I wanted to pull the Echo with Akshan and not... Oh, dude, the skins are too similar. I trolled. I just straight trolled. Nah, Hushing the Aura card, I don't think that's that good. I need a big Pantheon here. Oh my god, I'm such a monkey. There was zero reason for me to do that, chat. There was none. A brain, actually, though. Oh man, that's not good, dude. Yeah, challenge. Yeah, but I didn't even pull with the Pantheon because I knew I didn't want to. I saw elusive Eliza. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm smashing with that.
Surprise, surprise.
Bro, there ain't no way you just pick that from your time trick. I mean, we did miss lethal, yeah. No, we for sure had lethal in some way. Oops. Alright. Doesn't matter. It's all good. What are they gonna do to a 12-11 lifesteal spell shield unit? Right? Yeah, so very often, what I see is that, you know, people call out my YouTube channel for building decks that suck, or that I'm not a good player, but I think people misunderstand that I'm not really trying to be a good player or somebody who builds the best decks. That's not what my YouTube channel is about, right?
Why do you fight? Hey!
Me on people? Yeah, you're people. It's like, I will upload a good deck from time to time, but it's really not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to have fun with the game, man. That's always been pretty much my only goal. Sure. People are right, you're defending me more. Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. Give Freud an eye. That's all it takes. Alright, GG.
One step closer to a
Also, in like all descriptions on all my social platforms, pretty much, like on my Runeterra.ar, even on my YouTube banner, it says I play bad cards in bad decks. It's like, yeah, it's kind of a given. Alright, Lurk is going to be a hard matchup. Kinda need the Akshan on too. Quicksand is pretty good. Hush is good too to stop the Rek'Sai, but it's like it's only good if they high roll, and you never know if they're gonna high roll. I'll take the Swining Glaive. Sure. This becomes an elusive blocker, or fearsome blocker rather. Quicksand and Hush are huge for Lurk. Yeah, they are. They are. I hate blocking here, but I kind of have to. How often do you actually run into Dan? Pretty often. Dan snipes me pretty frequently. Still haven't figured out if he has a stream open or not.
Anyone seen any
Well, we'll leave that one up for discussion. Oh god. Kexai. Kexai.
Hey, stop that.
Yeah, that's not good. We get to deal 5 damage to them. Double Swining Glaive is obviously not great if we don't have anything else going on. Pantheon is at 1. Oh, they got the great card from Call to Pack. Also pretty bad. Okay, so they have another Rek'Sai, I guess. I'm gonna have to just take that. Pantheon is pretty good. I probably have to wait though. Pantheon's probably better on block.
This way, come along.
It's a pretty good hand. Yeah, doing this feels super bad. Like, that's just a randomly generated 1-drop that they got, and we know they have another another Rek'Sai. I need +2. Okay. +2 could do it. No, it can't. No. No, it's bad. It's not gonna be good. Oh, they're not playing Rek'Sai? Wait, why?
We were never fated to bow.
What? Bro, they could just win the game. Now they lose. Wait, what? Why? Maybe they didn't have? They did. Like, you never play Rek'Sai unless you have another one like that. You don't just play Rek'Sai on turn 4 or whatever. What?
We will shake the heavens.
They had everything they needed to win. And they just decided they didn't want to. Gnar Nico again. I'll keep the Scholar. Should I? No, I think we harbor looking for Akshan. There we go. Put the L in Lurk. There you go. Nice, Twisted. Yeah, bro. That last loss against Nico broke me, dude. Double harsh wins. Nico's in Runeterra now. See, he has been in Runeterra for a little while.
I do not break rules. I bend them slightly. Hug it out.
Do you feel vindicated now that some monument kind of broke the game with Starlight Epiphany? Your choice was prophetic. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a very hard guess. Like, the interaction is just so stupidly broken. And the fact, like, that in Eternal you get so many more options to play the deck too, on top of Cosmic Call being released, yeah, no, it's just really good. It's just kind of insane. Challenger is great. I think it's Challenger. Challenger kind of helps us actively win the game, instead of just forcing weird blocks. Another one.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
So, because of that Omen Hawk buff, they could have an Elixir of Iron to save the Gnar here.
Justice was fast.
They did not have it. This is pretty good for us. We have a 5-4. We're generating a Lucky Find. Like, Akshan with the Swining Glaive is so good against his deck. Oh, these all suck. It's a little better. I was hoping for Overwhelm there.
Hopping in.
Oh, gun now.
5 out of 6. So we have to kill the web spinner next turn. Bro, what are these options? Pantheon is at 2.
true power eclipses both day and night.
Could have a freeze. What?
This is justice.
Okay, dude. I guess I'll kill your thing then. What? Maybe they just did it because that's a Nico. Maybe they're just actually Giga Brain.
You take one Yordle portal and suddenly geography means nothing.
Spell Shield? Draw 2. I'm gonna go for Spell Shield. So if we really think that this is Nico, we can silence it. I think that might actually be the play, depending on what they do here. I could silence this and then just get their Nico stuck in there. Actually, they already attack with a bird though. So Nico wouldn't be leveling either way. That makes me not want to do it. Yeah, I figured. Like, they just had nothing going on there. Nico is the Poro. It could have been the 3-1 Spider, but then if we silence it, Nico can never level.
Thinking outside the box, zillion Victor, time bomb printer, 1-2 pop, meta shifter, not a quitter, fighting for LP